want to talk to you a little bit as a strength coach and be relating into that weight room environment. I want to know if there's any real key areas of the body that an ice hockey player needs to strengthen. You brought up a little bit about the groin and the shoulder, and it's a collision sport, so I didn't know if you did anything specifically for the head and neck region with all the emphasis on concussions and that head trauma scenario. I mean, what's your take on some of the real key areas of the body, and how do you attack those areas and really, prepare your body, your players, I should say, for competition?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's such a hot topic right now, and I'm trying to learn as much as I can about the concussion process and not only what happens after a concussion, but also what physically can you do to prevent some of those symptoms after you get one. Let me start by saying we definitely take, and this is a league-wide mandate, but there's a very thorough evaluation after somebody gets a concussion, not only immediately after that event, but also in the days post-exposure. We won't be able to clear a guy. It could be for you can see how long some guys take to get cleared because of their symptoms, but we have to make sure that their heart rate doesn't respond in a negative way just with minimal exercise like spinning their legs on a bike. That's important for us, and that's when I kind of took it upon myself to learn a little bit more, and our physical therapist that works with our Worcester Sharks team, who's in the Boston area, his name is John Pawloff, and John educated me on some cervical stabilizer exercises that we implement now in the beginning of our routine, and also easy ways to assess the endurance and strength level of those cervical stabilizers for the athlete. So they're just most of them are neck lifts and obviously range of motion exercises, so you can kind of get an idea. Okay, how bad is this guy? Do we need to send them to a more qualified PT for work? And is it effective if I add in these cervical stabilizing exercise into our program? Because I think one of the challenges for us as strength coaches, we have so much great information out there, but it doesn't help if you just throw it right into your program. You have to know where it fits. That's like going to a conference. You leave a conference or a seminar and perform better. I always experience this. I'll leave there with a million different ideas, but I can't put one of those ideas into my program on Monday morning if I have not thought about the process, thought about if it fits in, and thought about if my athletes are capable of performing these activities. I really take a thorough look at what we can do for their necks now more than I ever have. When I worked at college athletics, I had wrestling and I assisted a little bit with football at some of my experiences, and the neck was obviously a major area to strengthen. Not only football with the collisions, but wrestling. It's a point of control that guys want to have. That's effective to your wrestling technique and effective to winning. So now I look at it more than ever as a kind of a lifesaver, so to speak.